bagged and ready for you when you get there. The General Store on 24 is located on Route 24 in Lewis.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
All right, it is 6:32. Lot of audio here.
Make no mistake about the fact that the vice president's life was in danger. A recent court filing by the Department of Justice explains that a confidential informant from the Proud Boys told the FBI that the Proud Boys would have killed Mike Pence if given a chance.
You're saying that you believe the vice president, acting as president of the Senate, can be the sole decision maker as to, under your theory, who becomes the next president of the United States? And you said yes. I said, are you out of your effing mind? I said, you're going to cause riots in the streets. And he said, words to the effect of, there's been violence in the history of our country, Eric, to protect the democracy or protect the republic.
And he said, absolutely. Al Gore did not have a basis to do it in 2000. Kamala Harris shouldn't be able to do it in 2024, but I think you should do it today.
That declaration of Donald Trump as the next president would have plunged America into what I believe would have been tantamount to a revolution within a constitutional crisis.
All right, now listen to this next bit of audio. This is going to be the scary part.
It's because to this very day, the former president, his allies and supporters pledge that in the presidential election of 2024, if the former president or his anointed successor as the Republican Party presidential candidate were to lose that election, that they would attempt to overturn that 2024 election in the same way that they attempted to overturn the 2020 election, but succeed in 2024 where they failed in 2020.
Crazy.
When Mike Pence made it clear that he wouldn't give in to Donald Trump's scheme, Donald Trump turned the mob on him. A mob that was chanting, "Hang Mike Pence."
Wow. Jess, you got the story.
Yes, so yesterday, the third public hearing by the January 6th House Committee focused on the scheme to overturn the 2020 presidential results from law professor John Eastman that was latched onto the then President Donald Trump, the intense pressure put on then Vice President Mike Pence by Trump to follow it, and the danger to Pence on January the 6th from the rioters when he didn't. Live testimony was heard from Greg Jacob, who was Pence's chief legal advisor as vice president, and J. Michael Luttig, a retired conservative federal judge who was an informal advisor to Pence, and there was testimony on video from many, many more. So as this continues and more things come out and unfolds, of course, we will definitely keep you up to date.
Wow. Craziness.
Yes.
Bombshells. I mean, just unbelievable. Some of the stuff that you're learning and you're hearing, and, you know, some people don't want to talk about it. It's all right. You know, just crazy.
Yep. Also making the headlines, a third U.S. veteran reportedly is now missing in the Ukraine after it was reported earlier this week that 2 American veterans were missing in Ukraine and feared captured by Russian forces. It's now being reported that a third U.S. veteran who went to Ukraine after Russia's invasion is also missing. 2 people were killed and 1 person was wounded in a shooting at a church in Vestavia Hills, Alabama yesterday evening. A gunman opened fire inside St. Stephen's Episcopal Church at a small group meeting and was taken into custody. Police didn't identify the suspect or the victims or give any further details about this attack at this time. President Biden signed a law yesterday that will provide greater protection for Supreme Court justices and their families. Under the measure passed unanimously by the Senate and overwhelmingly by the House, justices' families will have around-the-clock security protection. This comes after Justice Brett Kavanaugh's house was under threat, and people were there threatening to kill him.
Crazy.
I know. The town of Berlin offices will be closed to the public on Tuesday, June the 21st, so that the town personnel can attend the funeral services for Deputy First Class Glenn Hilliard. We're told that limited staff will be available by phone or email, and no changes to trash or recycling collection are planned at this time. And there's also an upcoming softball tournament. One local man is looking to honor the life of this fallen officer to bring healing to the community. Will Spence is organizing the first annual DFC Glenn Hilliard Memorial Co-ed softball tournament. The event will include food and entertainment and just fun for the entire family. 100% of all the proceeds will go to benefit the Deputy Hilliard's wife and his children. If you would like to register, you can just contact Mr. Spence at 302-396-7888. But the event will be held at the Mason-Dixon Sports Complex in Del Mar, and it's scheduled to take place on August the 26th through the 28th. And the Maryland State Police are investigating a crash that involved a police officer that happened yesterday morning. Shortly after 10 a.m., troopers responded to the crash that occurred on Route 90 at Route 113 in Berlin. The preliminary investigation has revealed that a white Lexus ES sedan driven by 75-year-old Bruce Albany of Ocean City was traveling westbound on Route 90 when he tried to make a U-turn in front of an unmarked Princess Anne Police Department patrol vehicle driven by Chief Robert Wink. We're told that the chief was traveling eastbound on Route 90 at the time of the incident. Albany was flown by the Maryland State Police helicopter to R. Adams Cali Shock Trauma Center for treatment, and the chief was taken to Tidal Health in Salisbury for treatment of his injuries. So that's the update on that crash.
Okay, coming up, we got sports on the way. It's 6:39. Last night at midnight, Champagne Papi, a.k.a. Drake, dropped his 7th studio album called Honestly Nevermind. Social media going crazy. A lot of people talking about it. So we got one of the songs off the album.
Okay.
A lot of people talking about this single right here with 21 Savage. It's called Jimmy Cooks. Let us know what you guys think. You can text in 302-858-5117. But this is a Bill and Jessica exclusive. Drake featuring 21 Savage, Jimmy Cooks on Power 101.7. Good morning.